Hello, all you witty writers out there. Today we are going to talk about topic and concluding sentences. Our big question or main idea today is how can authors use topic and concluding sentences to organize their information? So I have a text here that I'm going to read to you, and it's all about the London Bridge, and we're going to use it to learn about topic sentences and concluding sentences in our paragraphs. So let's take a look at this article. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. This is a popular children's nursery rhyme, but did you know that there is some truth to the lyrics? The London Bridge was indeed falling down. Falling down. In the early 1960s, it was discovered that the London Bridge was falling down. The 600-year-old bridge was not built to handle the traffic, and it was slowly sinking into the River Thames. The website History reported that the bridge was sinking 1 inch every 8 years. The City of London felt that the best possible solution was to build a replacement bridge to try to sell the old bridge. The purchase. Ivan Lukin, a London city councillor, came to the United States to try to sell the old bridge. Although it might have seemed like a long shot, Lukin found a buyer. A rich man named Robert McCulloch had just purchased some land near Arizona's Lake Havasu. Mr. McCulloch thought that the London Bridge would look perfect on his new land. I needed the bridge, he told the Chicago Tribune newspaper. He purchased the bridge from London for $2,460,000. Moving the bridge. Moving the bridge was a tough task. Workers had to use markers to label each brick. Then, the bridge was taken apart and the bricks were put into crates and shipped to California. Trucks brought the crates to Lake Havasu, Arizona. Workers spent 3 years assembling the pieces of the bridge. According to History, the shipping and assembly cost a total of $7 million. Opening. On October 10, 1971, the London Bridge was ready for visitors. There were skydivers, marching bands, and fireworks. London's Lord Mayor and several celebrities came to the event. The bridge went on to bring millions of visitors. The next time that you are in Arizona, you can stop by the London Bridge to see a bridge that has been on 2 different continents. And then we have our picture here on the side. Both the British and the American flags fly on the London Bridge in Lake Havasu, Arizona. So today our goal is to pay close attention to the way the author starts and finishes her paragraphs. We're going to start this by underlining the first sentence in each paragraph. This sentence is also called the topic sentence because it tells the readers what the paragraph is going to be all about. It kind of introduces the paragraph, the topic sentence. So let's take a moment and look at each paragraph and underline the topic sentence. So here our topic sentence, make sure I have underline selected. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. So this sentence right here, when it's the topic sentence, when it's in the introduction, is also called our lead. So this person has this sentence as their lead to hook the reader. And I think this is a great topic sentence or a great lead for the introduction paragraph because almost everybody knows this song. And if you don't, well, now you are familiar to it and have learned that it's a nursery rhyme that is sung quite often. Falling down. So this paragraph right here, this first subtopic paragraph says, in the early 1960s, it was discovered that the London Bridge was falling down. So this paragraph is going to introduce and discuss that the bridge was falling and how it was falling apart. Ivan Lucken, a London city councillor, came to the United States to try to sell the old bridge. So this tells me that this paragraph is going to be about selling the bridge. Moving the bridge was a tough task. So this topic sentence is going to introduce the paragraph by letting us know that they're going to talk about moving the bridge and that it wasn't an easy job. On October 10, 1971, the London Bridge was ready for visitors. So in this paragraph, I can assume that they're going to talk about the bridge opening up and people can come see it. So those are our topic sentences, and I hope that you notice that each one does a really well job introducing what the paragraph is going to be about. The other part of making paragraphs that's very important is your concluding sentences. So I'm going to use a different tool here. Let's see. We'll go blue. And we're going to underline the last sentence in each paragraph. So the last sentence is also called a concluding sentence because it's ending the paragraph. The concluding sentence is a summary or kind of like a reminder of the important information that was discussed in the paragraph. So we're going to go one paragraph at a time again and look at the concluding sentence. The London Bridge was indeed falling down. So in that introduction paragraph, that kind of sets the tone for what I'm talking about in my whole report. So it's different for the introduction paragraph because this sentence kind of states what your whole thing is going to be about. Falling down. So our topic sentence was in the early 1960s, it was discovered that the London Bridge was falling down. To wrap up, our concluding sentence where it talks about the main idea, like a reminder of the information, the City of London felt that the best solution was to build a replacement bridge and try to sell the old bridge. This leads into our next paragraph because it talks about selling the bridge. He purchased the bridge from London for $2,460,000. So that wraps up the main idea of this sentence. Kind of gives us a reminder or a summary of how the bridge was sold. Moving the bridge. According to the history, the shipping and assembly cost a total of $7 million. So we can see that our introduction said it was a tough task, and we can see this because it's not an easy job and it cost a lot of money to be able to move this bridge. The bridge went on to bring in millions of visitors. So you can also see here that our concluding sentence is also kind of like our topic sentence, but just written in a different way. Because our topic sentence, to introduce the topic, the London Bridge was ready for visitors. Now when we look at our concluding sentence, the bridge went on to bring in millions of visitors. So we can tell that it went really well of the opening of the bridge, and a lot of people are visiting it. So that's our topic and concluding sentence. What you guys are going to do is go into your, actually I'm going to show you this first. Paragraphs start with a topic sentence and end with a concluding sentence. So this is just another practice. So let's say our paragraph topic was chameleon color. So a sentence we could use to introduce this topic is, chameleons can change the color of their skin. What I might put as a concluding sentence is, camouflage, communication, and adapting to temperature changes are some of the main reasons chameleons change color. So here I'm wrapping up the information and restating a little bit of what my topic sentence was, so my learners or my readers can have a good ending to the paragraph. Let's look at this one, the Oregon Trail. A common route that was used to migrate the west was called the Oregon Trail. Concluding sentence. Travelers faced many adventures on their route, stretching over 2,000 miles through 6 states. So, in our topic sentence, we introduced that they were migrating to the west on this trail. And to conclude my paragraph, I'm going to use the concluding sentence that kind of restates some information or gives us a summary of what was important. So travelers faced many adventures on their route, stretching over 2,000 miles through 6 states. When I go to my report that I had written, I can look at a paragraph, and there are many characteristics that make a red-eyed tree frog distinctable. That is my topic sentence. I don't have a concluding sentence. So what do you think would be a good concluding sentence from my paragraph here? If I keep reading, for example, their skin color changes by nightfall. Females are bigger than males. A female can grow to 77 millimeters and a male up to 59 millimeters. These tree frogs are also meat eaters. Now, I can't just end my sentence like that because it's not wrapping it up or saying some important information. So I might say something like, these are just a few characteristics of the red-eyed tree frog. So here I go with my concluding sentence where I kind of restate it and kind of put a fresh ending so my reader knows that we're going to be moving on to the next paragraph. For my next paragraph, a habitat is where animals live and includes the environment it's surrounded by. So what can you guys guess I'm going to talk about in that paragraph? Right, where the red-eyed tree frog lives, its habitat. So this one I also need a concluding sentence. What is a great way to end this paragraph? I might say something like, both adult and baby tree frog tadpoles live in the forest. Whether it is, not the forest, the rainforest, that makes a big difference there. Whether it is in a pond or in a canopy tree, they can be found in tropical areas. So there again, I kind of restate some important information, and wrap up that sentence. So I hope you guys get the idea of how important it is to have a topic sentence and a concluding sentence to wrap everything up and make the transitions smooth. So your job today is to open up your report and go over your report to make sure you have each paragraph has a topic sentence and a concluding sentence. Good luck. If you need help, don't be shy to ask us for help.